All righty, everybody, it's Wednesday. Welcome into another episode of Red Felt Breaks. I'm your host, Lou Pellegrino, sitting here with my card collector extraordinaires. You know her. She is the Black Jaded Wolf on all aspects of social media, at Black Jaded Wolf on Twitter, on Instagram, YouTube, where else?
And my own site.
And your own site. Well,
.com.
All right. She is Sharon Cheung, and we're sitting also with my man with a nicely pressed collared shirt today, Greg Bynum. Greg, how are you, pal?
How's it going? Red Felt Breaks.
Red Felt Breaks. It's on social media. He's always plugging himself at Red Felt Breaks on social media.
Shameless, selfless promotion.
I know. You come in, you're all excited. It's Wednesday. We're excited.
Let's talk about you.
Of course. Of course. Listen, I've known this guy for a long time, and that is like a T-shirt that he has made. It says very simply, "Enough about me. What do you think about me?"
Oh.
And he's worn it numerous times in the end. Of course, it's in Michigan maize and blue.
Maize and blue.
And listen, we have a fun show for you today. We're opening up soccer cards from Panini in honor of the World Cup.
And it's been an exciting World Cup.
It's been an exciting World Cup.
Is.
It's 2018 Panini National Treasures soccer cards. We will get to the breaking in a minute, but last week we opened up some very special baseball cards. Mm-hmm. And unfortunately, someone left his apartment too quickly and forgot something. Well, I will let you take it away now, Mr. Bynum, and let everyone know what you came across when you got home last week.
As everyone saw last week, I brought one unopened box to show everyone what it was like. We even let Lou take the, what's it called?
The Bowman Ohtani.
The plastic, the shrink wrap off the box. And when I got home,
yes.
I realized I had left two on the counter. And so, like every good baseball card pack addict, I opened them.
Of course. No waiting.
And, thank God we got the Florio last week, because that, in my mind, is actually a bigger card than what I'm about to show you. But
sure.
Shohei Ohtani green, numbered to 99.
Impressive. That is a good-looking card.
Beautiful card.
That pays for the box.
Pays for the box and then some.
And then some, yeah.
And then some.
And besides, you have the Florio, so.
Yeah, we did well with it. But prior to his injury, this probably gone down 50% in value.
Yeah, I think if he wasn't injured, it's still around 300 to 400. Right now, it's like around 150 to 175. So.
All right, drinks at the bar on Greg. Let's go. Can you pay in Ohtani cards?
No, but I know a guy who knows a guy who knows a guy.
Knows a guy.
We'll put it on the big Kalunas tab.
That's right. That's the best way to do it. So now, this card right here that you're holding up, the Ohtani, you don't have to hold it to the camera again. We saw it. But is it essentially a perfect card? Is there any errors, any cuts? Let's give it to the expert.
I think it's a little off center, personally.
It's a little off center.
It's not a 10 point. It's not a 10.
It's not a pristine, like they say, but I think it could be a 9.5.
Okay, and now a 9.5 is good. It's not the best, obviously. It's great. Okay, it's great.
It's great. Yeah.
It actually doubles, if it's a 9.5.
Okay.
It's still like $300 card. But if you wait till he comes back and you get a gem, it could go up a lot.
Could be 1,000.
I really like that card. I feel horrible that the guy ended up having such a great start, and then this injury that really could set him back.
But
he is
more
young.
and more that these pitchers are doing it. It's because they're not being utilized properly coming up in ball. And I know, like, from my friends of kids in, high school and other stuff, that there's little league limits on pitching, but no one's adhering to them.
No.
These kids are overusing their arm and throwing so hard because everyone else can to try to get ahead. And by the time that they're in their early 20s and they get their chance, they throw it out on the stupid thing.
Right. Well, you also think, here's Ohtani, who's played overseas, and I believe the medical and the rest in between starts is a lot different there than what we do here. Some guys, I think, have 7 days between starts rather than the 5 days between starts.
Well, it's 4 days technically, right?
Right, of course. But you sit there and you say, wow, he comes to the United States and all of a sudden the workload. Maybe it's the throwing in between starts. Maybe it's just the pressure of pitching the way it is here in the States. Guys and look, I understand there's a lot of people that are for no pitch counts, and then there are guys who are against the pitch count. And you look at somebody like Nolan Ryan who says, I just want to throw. it doesn't matter. It strengthens your arm. It strengthens your arm. It strengthens your arm. And then
yeah.
there's other people that just
Yeah.
can't.
These
Can't do it.
sabermetrics guys, look at the Phillies. I mean, Gabe Kapler in the beginning of the year, people wanted his head when he was pulling these guys.
Oh,
after
yeah.
too few pitches.
Well,
But-
we're talking baseball cards for a second here. That is a beautiful card. I'm so glad you had a chance to open it. I saw some of the other cards you brought in tonight that are very special. But let's take a look at this 2018
All right.
Panini Soccer National Treasure soccer cards. What are we expecting when we open this box?
Nothing. We don't expect anything.
Okay, no expectations.
No expectations.
Okay.
You just
We
like
know
to be
we're-
surprised.
Well, we know we're getting a certain number of autographs, so it's probably going to be around 20 autographs because there's at least, I think there's 4 autos. Like I think it's 5 in every box.
5 in
Okay.
every box, yeah, 4
So
or
at
5.
least, I would say 16 minimum. I think at least 20 to be perfect on the autographs. You know, we're
Impressive. That's nice.
We're not expecting anything. We're hoping for a lot. There's
Okay.
a big
Yeah.
difference.
And who and what are we looking for? Because
We're
I
looking for
saw
a lot of things. There's actually, because it's not a World Cup product, which is interesting. I first thought it would be a World Cup product,
Right.
But thank goodness it's not, because there's U.S. guys in there, there's Italian guys in here, countries that Dutch, a lot, you know, and frankly, some of the teams that made the World Cup just don't have the stars with the names.
Yeah.
So
Sure.
I'd much rather the fact that I can get a Christian Pulisic.
Right.
You know, even though it's not his rookie card, it's still his second year, his first national treasures. You know, then you got guys like, you know, from the Italian league, you know, legends like Giancarlo Buffon.
Yeah, Buffon, yes.
Buffon. You know, you got some legends in here. There's Pele. There's Diego Maradona.
I don't know if this person is in there, but there's 2 cards that if they're in there as part of the legends, I want them.
Okay.
Paolo Maldini, the Italian defender who is my favorite soccer player of all time.
I think I saw him in the list.
Okay, and Cannavaro, who's another Italian soccer player.
I don't.
that- if he's in there, great. But if he's not, I'm just
Yeah, I mean,
throwing
but-
out the name, the limited soccer knowledge that I have. That's what I was throwing out the name.
Howard's in here. He's not on the U.S. team
Yeah, but
anymore,
sure.
is he?
But he's still Tim Howard.
No, I know, but I'm just saying.
No, I think he's done with the national team, but he's
Yeah.
still. I think he's still playing
You
overseas.
just have some greats. You know, you have a lot of guys. You know, to be frank, there's going to be a lot of guys we're not as familiar
going
with.
to know, sure.
But you know, but if you looked at this year's World Cup,
Yeah.
you know, which has been absolutely incredible. The games. I mean, there's no question why it's the biggest sporting event in the world. To me, it's bigger. It's bigger than the Olympics.
Right.
Because more people watch it, and more. I mean, it's unbelievable. If you were watching the
Almost
Mexican.
every continent is represented, which
Well,
is
yeah, it is every continent. There's 32 teams,
Yep.
and they're going to 48. I think when it's here in 2026,
Yes.
when it's the U.S., Canada, Mexico. But if you watch today's games, Mexico needed a point, or they needed Germany to not get a point.
and that happened.
Yep.
A German draw was fine because Germany didn't have 6 points going into the game, correct?
I believe you're right. Yes.
Germany had 4?
I'm not sure.
I don't even remember. I think they
Right.
had 3. No, Germany lost and won. Germany had 3. Sweden had 3. Mexico had 6. And South Korea had none. So Mexico starts falling. Now, there was a scenario where Mexico, even though they won their first 2 games, wouldn't have gotten in.
Right.
If they lost,
Based on the point.
and then
The
if
goal
Germany
differential and
lost,
points,
and the
right.
with the goal differentials and everything. Germany's a 2-goal favorite going into the game today because that's what they're behind in the goal differential in the tie with Mexico.
Right.
Yep.
Because that, for them to be tied with Mexico, they have to lose and all the
Yeah.
interesting stuff. So Mexico falls behind 1-0 quickly. They fall behind 2-0, and I mean, you're watching and it looks like your cat got run over by a car, not your dog, because if your dog got run over by your car, you'd be.
I have
You'd
no
run-
idea where he's going with this.
I don't know, but it was horrible. But and all of a sudden, when South Korea scores a goal, now first South Korea scores a goal, and of course, because they're playing Germany, they call it offsides. But because it's so late in the game, they go to the VAR, the video replay, and they confirm it's a goal.
Right.
You have to see the Mexican fans going nuts.
Oh,
in the
absolutely.
stadium.
Yeah, so that
Absolutely going. They went from
Sure.
being crying. I mean, they were showing people crying. You know, because Germany was tied, and then when South Korea scored the empty netter, they just went nuts.
Cool. So they go nuts. I think we should go nuts right now by opening up the box and taking the razor blade, which so nicely
Well, this-
has
here-
the
here's a
Panini
bu-
logo on it.
Yeah, this is a Panini box cutter. It is special because it's got a new razor in it. So we got to be very careful.
Finally got an official one.
We got an official one. We've been looking for a box cutter. I'm actually going to do it so you can see
Just
it.
open it up.
No, come on, pomp and circumstance. And I don't even do it right.
You don't.
I don't even do it right. A pomp and circumstance. All right. So here we
Okay,
have a
let's go.
Panini National Treasures case. You can see the Panini seal. So we're going to open. This is so much better than the steak knife we used to use.
Where'd you
think
get the
I'm
steak
kidding?
knife from?
From Rock and Riley's out in the bar.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. That looks like a Trivial Pursuit box.
You know, Trivial Pursuit. It's a cigar box.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
That is a very cool
We'll even
looking
let you
box.
take one home.
The box?
Yeah.
Oh,
empty.
that's okay. That's okay.
No, it's good to
with
put
the
stuff
cards in it.
Oh yeah, we can put the card right.
business
Exactly.
cards, so.
Put the business cards in it. We'll get the business cards in
as
there.
as we show our fans, it's sealed on the front. It's sealed on the back.
Right.
So what we're gonna do?
Let's see. Okay, we got the nice open. Hey, ooh, don't you love that crack sound
Yes.
when like opening
So
up a book for the first time?
If you take a look, it sits in a nice styrofoam plastic. I don't know what it is. It's protected in the middle.
It's a cushion,
It's a
yeah.
cushion.
Spongy.
yeah.
It's a spongy
Cushion
type of.
a nice little box, and the box also is sealed by Panini on all.
Wow, they go all
on
out
all
with
sides.
this.
Oh
This
yeah.
is the top product.
This is the
second top product.
So they gotta, you gotta make sure it's no counterfeiting. So we're gonna cut the sides, and we're gonna open it. Now,
All
the
right.
base card's always on top, and we're already starting off with a good base card.
Oh, okay.
Very nice. A good base card to start, which is
Excited?
key.
I'm gonna try not to look at the cards the way I usually do.
Okay.
So here we have a Diego Godin from Uruguay. They moved on for 9 points. Well, I don't know if any other teams had 9 points.
I
To
think
be
they were
honest-
the highest one.
Yeah.
That's a
But
lot.
what's cool about this is it's number 1 of 5.
Oh wow.
All the base cards are numbered to 99 normally. So this is number 1 of 5. So a card that would be considered just like a filler all of a sudden becomes
So it's-
much more valuable and
So
more
they
collectible.
changed it. Usually 5 are ruby, emerald. Oh, it is an emerald.
It is
Okay.
emerald, yeah.
Okay.
And of course it's got a
Nice.
thing coming out of the box, but
Oh,
that's always
it's
been
the
the
top
problem
card,
with the
yep.
it's always the problem with the top card in these products. So moving on,
It's a very nice looking card.
we got 2 base cards in this one, and here we have another superstar.
It's always
He's
good.
a superstar, and he's James Rodriguez.
Oh, that's a
from
great card.
Colombia, number to 50. He's one of the premier players in the game. Is he on Bayern Munich now, or is he on? He's in the. I forget where he is in the Bundesliga. He left Real Madrid. He was on Real
Right,
Madrid, and I
right.
thought he went to. At any rate,
That's a
and what's nice
recognizable
about this,
name,
right,
young
and it's
young
numbered to
star.
50. It's not even the base 99.
Right.
And what happens with these are people who collect
Yep.
the
Complete
different
sets.
sets. I can't talk.
That's a nice card.
And
That is a very
good.
nice card.
all right, so now we have our first patch, and we have Juan Guillermo Cuadrado from Colombia. It's a piece of jersey. It's a white piece of jersey, numbered to 99.
That is very impressive. I
Hard
like
to
cards
see,
like
it's hard to
that.
see just because of the shimmer, but there you go.
Right. There you go.
You know,
That's a
it's-
good looking card.
It's not that good looking.
I like Hey, listen.
The next one's a good looking one.
Like
I'll
I-
show you.
okay.
This is a good
This
looking
is a
card.
good looking.
It is Ricardo Montalivio. Is that the guy you said?
No.
Ricardo Montalivio,
no.
numbered to 35. But look at that. That's a beautiful card.
That's a nice stripe. Yes.
It's a nice stripe. So the more color, the more stripe, the more it is, the more valuable and collectible it is. And what's nice about this, it's numbered out of 35. It's a nice subset.
I want to take a look at that one.
be
I will
very
be very
careful, 'cause
careful.
these cards ding
of course.
easily because of the size and what
Of
they're made
course.
from.
That's 2 stripes actually. So you have a little bit of the white, you have the red, and the black.
Is it part of their, like the national?
Yes, that could be very. Yes, that's.
Yeah.
Stuff.
That is a very, very nice card. Montalivo, Ricardo Montalivo
Yep.
of Italy.
And then
That is a
moving
very
on,
nice
we have
card.
this Graziano Pelle, another Italian player. It's got it's a material. It looks like it's part of the Schlesinger. I think isn't that?
Side
Is
of
it
the
Puma?
jersey.
Is that Schlesinger? Who's the?
Let me see who wears.
Whatever it is, but it's numbered
Yeah.
again out of 35.
I believe that is Puma. I think that is Puma
And
on
it's a
there.
stripe.
That is very. Yeah, I'm telling you, cards have come along such a nice
Keeping
way.
with the Italian motive, Gianluigi Buffon, who we talked about.
There you go, Gianluigi. Yes,
Yeah,
of course.
Gianluigi Buffon. It's
Yeah,
a
one of the
again,
best
it's a-
goalkeepers in Italian soccer history.
I think in all of soccer history.
Maybe, yes.
When they
All
won
of
the World
soccer.
Cup, when did they win the World Cup last? He was all. It was got to be
They won-
2006.
I think it was 2006. I
He
believe
was.
you're right.
I mean, he was a superstar, for them.
Yeah.
And this is, it's a piece of a jersey. It's just a black patch, but We are talking
a
about.
good one.
It's a good one because it's a good name.
And we have confirmation, yes. I should know this, that Italy won in 2006.
cheated.
All right. I saw.
What else do we
four
have here?
autographs in this box. First, we have a Northern Ireland guy by the name of Stephen Davis. It's numbered to 99.
That's the base.
It's a base, Century Collections, and it's got just a piece of his jersey. Again, the solid green.
That's a
So
nice.
we don't know much about him, but we'll move on to the next one.
I want to take a look at these
Take
cards.
a look. Here we have. This is your box, Lou. We have another Italian guy.
Oh boy, they know I'm hosting. They know I'm
Marco
here.
Verratti. I don't know Marco Verratti, but it's number 35 out of 35.
Do you know him?
I do not.
Oh, okay.
But it's an autographed card. It's nice with the piece of blue of the
Did they
jersey.
say if what team he's with? if
This
it's
is their
not-
country. No, they
Oh,
don't
okay.
talk about. This is all the countries.
So this
which is
right.
interesting. Which is interesting. It doesn't say in the back, but
Yeah,
you
if
know
they play
what's
in-
cool about this? It's number 35 to number 35, so they're always collectible when it's the
eBay
last
1 of
number.
1.
Yeah, and it's an eBay special, and keeps with your Italian motif.
So if these cards are not World Cup centric, how come they did not decide to put them in their club teams uniforms?
Maybe the license. I don't.
That's what I'm thinking
I
because
think
they
that
don't have
Topps
license
has-
for.
I think the way it works is like Topps has the license
For
'cause-
World Cup?
for the Premier League and that type of stuff.
Okay.
And Panini has the country license.
Got it.
That's
I like honestly, I like the country cards because
It's 6.5 a dozen for the
they're
other.
right.
Yeah.
They're but for me, they're more colorful, and I think you can get into this a little bit more as a collector or as just a fan because. If you're not a fan of Manchester United, or if
Yeah.
you're not a fan of Arsenal or Chelsea, you may not buy cards because this is about your country. This is about the guys who represent.
And I will say the converse, you know, you may be a fan from
Of Real Madrid or-
a team fan, not a country, because
Yeah.
Right.
you could be from a place that doesn't have. Remember, this is a global sport.
Yeah.
You know, only 32 countries make the World Cup. It's a big deal. So you're a kid growing up in
Colombia, Argentina,
a small country that doesn't have a good soccer team, but you're.
Nigeria. You know.
Yeah, well, Nigeria should have
Nigeria
won.
should
Don't
have
even
won.
get me, you know, like
Started in
you
Nigeria.
grow up in Chad in Africa, and you're a soccer fan, and you want.
Right.
You're not gonna. You may not care about other countries, but you may care about your team. So it goes back and forth.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, where would you place this package?
Well, we're not done yet.
Okay, we
No,
have
we
one
have two
more to go.
cards.
Oh
And
my
the-
god.
I think
Oh, I'm
the
sorry.
bottom card might be.
Okay.
We have Wesley Sneijder.
I thought you were going to say Wesley Snipes for a second.
No, Wesley Sneijder, number to 25. He's, I think he's the Dutch captain actually. Now, he's a great player for the Orange. I actually like the Orange. If I'm not rooting for the U.S., I'll root for them. I've lost money by them losing to Spain in the finals in 2010, but I picked the right teams in the bracket, but I didn't win the pool.
Didn't
That's
win
how
the
I
pool.
lost
That's
money,
how it
but-
always works. I get the Final Four right almost every year. I just can't get the real, good ones, the real winners. So let's see here. So we have a goalkeeper, and not a goalkeeper, I'm sorry. So we have the captain of the Orange. Now, that's the first time you may have ever bet on the Orange in your life, because I know you're not a Syracuse fan, so
No,
you'll
yeah.
never pick them.
And then the last card, I
Oh,
got
boy.
a glimpse. I know it's a dual autograph, and it is, Rivaldo.
Oh, I
And
thought it was a.
Cesar Sampaio.
Oh,
but
so it's-
Rivaldo-
Yeah, it's still good. Yeah,
So
he's
it's a
one of the
double
greats.
autograph card.
Can't keep opening it.
Okay,
You go tell her. Just text her. Rivaldo is one of the great Brazilian midfielders
Okay.
of all time. He's in the legend set.
Right.
And I'm not familiar with Cesar Sampaio. I'll look him up, but this is number to 25. It's a dual autograph. We're talking about, if you look on the checklist, I think there's only 9 legendary signatures.
Right.
Or there was 9 different players, and Rivaldo was one of them.
Yes, I even remember Rivaldo playing. And now, is this somewhat similar? And I only saw this a couple of months ago. The treasure chest type of cards. Now,
Yes.
granted, those have pieces of fabric from the players' jerseys in them, and I saw you open up a Miami Dolphins treasure chest one time. But now this is a double autograph card, and I
Yeah.
believe they have. Do they also have multiples of 4? Don't they have 4
They
autographs
have
on one card too?
triple. They have 3
They have-
autographs.
Okay.
I don't know if they have quads in the
Okay.
soccer, but there's so much that you haven't seen because it's
Sure.
new. But what it says about this is they both helped Brazil capture its first FIFA Confederations Cup in 1997. So they're both legends.
That's a great looking card.
Sometimes they'll put like new guys and old guys, but
I see these cards, and for
that's
me,
a really nice card.
yeah, and we talked about this a couple of weeks ago. Cards have just come a long way. That you sit there and you look at just the thickness of the cards now, and the fabric of the jerseys that they cut up and put in the cards, and the autographs that come with the cards. These are the things that are now putting cards for me back on the map, because everybody went through that kick where they wanted memorabilia.
Yep, I know.
They wanted game-used bats, game-used jerseys, game-used cleats, game-used gloves, And now you're getting some form of that. Some cards actually
Exactly.
have game-used bat pieces. Some cards have game-used jerseys. And now
To
these...
me, autographs is it's the best, and it will hold its value.
I really have to... When I get a chance to go back to my parents' house, I really have to go through my stuff, because I want to bring some stuff in. I want to show it off,
Sure,
because
please
it's
do.
about
fun.
that. Yeah,
Yeah, I
very
definitely
fun.
want to do that.
All right, moving on to the next box. We have
Box
a
two.
base. David Ospina, the goalie from Colombia, has got a big game tomorrow.
Wow.
They need point. I don't know off the top of my
How
head.
much points they need?
They definitely, if they lose, I don't think.
I think
they're
they need a
definitely
draw or a win to
wins.
get in.
Yeah, I forget.
I haven't looked at the
It's Japan,
standings.
Senegal, and Colombia, I think, are all in that same bracket.
I believe you're
and
right.
I think Colombia only has 3 points. They lost their first game and won.
Mm-hmm.
They actually, I think they play Japan, don't they?
I think they do.
Yeah.
That
think
might be
they
good
do.
for them, though. No.
Yeah, but they need points.
Oh, okay.
They need point. So it's a big game for Colombia tomorrow.
Okay.
We could always look it up.
So these are some interesting
All right, moving on.
takes that we're getting here from Greg on soccer. I had no idea he was
Love
such
the
a
World
big,
Cup.
I know,
All
right?
such a
I
big fan.
Here's
He's the
another
expert
Irish
here.
guy,
Yes.
Kyle Lafferty,
And is he a Northern Ireland
Northern
player?
Ireland guy,
Yep, Ireland.
a nice piece of a patch.
And now is that numbered any
Number
specific
to
way?
99. All right, here's a guy, Mats Hummel. I think he was on the pitch today when they lost.
I think you're right. I think you're right. I definitely remember him coming into the game and
Yeah. Big loss for Germany. South Korea scoring not one but 2 goals. It was like an empty netter goal. I've never seen that in the World Cup before,
Yeah.
but in an
Would you
elimination
consider
game.
the biggest upset, like this
No.
World Cup so far?
Oh well, I guess
I think
because they knocked them out because Germany lost
Yeah.
twice.
Right, but I think I think Mexico's 1-0 win over Germany was a huge upset. I don't think anybody expected that from the defending
I'll
champs.
give it
I think this was the bigger.
because the Korean Republic was one of the was a 2-goal underdog.
Yeah.
Sure, absolutely.
Everyone else in the group had beaten them.
Right. Let's
They
see.
were- so moving on.
Alrighty. I'm waiting for that Messi. I'm waiting for that Ronaldo.
Ronaldo, I
or
know,
the-
Here's
Neymar.
Raphael Varane from France, another piece of a patch card. This one's numbered to 99, which, if you notice on the other Century material we have, is numbered to 25. So that has a bronze
Jersey.
It's hard,
and
it's
then-
hard
yep.
to show. Without, you hold one. I hold
Sure,
the
there's
other. I
I see
cards.
the
Yeah.
the bronze border
This
around the
has
jersey.
So this has a silver border because it's base, and if you look at the one Sharon's holding, again, it's hard in the light with the camera, unfortunately.
Yeah, but
you'll
you can
see-
also tell by the patch. Usually, it's better with
Yeah.
This is jersey. This is patch. That's jersey. Basically.
All right, the next card. Oh, we have a.
Color.
Oh, wow. My
Uh-oh.
favorite player in international soccer, Gareth Bale.
Yep.
That's a great looking
I love
card
Gareth Bale, and I wonder if he's going to leave Real Madrid.
and a good name.
Good name, and this is a
Nice
number
patch.
35. It's a colossal patch. It's a multicolor. We have 3 different colors, different materials on here, because you can see on the card that the gray is like the fabric, and the white and the black is like the decal that's been ironed on the jersey. So that's
Yes.
a nice card. It's probably, to be honest with you, a nicer card in look than it is in value, but being that I am a huge Gareth Bale fan and think he's the key to Real Madrid, not Ronaldo.
Not Ronaldo.
We have a booklet. We're going to save the booklet. And we have a redemption card.
Uh-oh.
We got a redemption card.
So wait, is that a good thing? Do I have to high five?
Yes,
Do I high
like
five?
last week it could be nothing.
All right.
Like
It could
last
be
week,
good,
we're
too.
putting it to the end face down.
Okay.
That's superstition. All right, moving on.
A redemption card. That's a first for me. I think that's
we
great.
have this is a really nice card. I'm not familiar with John Stones. I guess they talk about him being on Man City. So on here on the back of his card. So here we have a nice number to 25. It's a multicolor patch from his jersey. It's hard to see, but there's red piping on the red stitching on the blue, and it's numbered to 25, and it's got an autograph. That's a beautiful card. And the one good thing I will say is, England soccer fans definitely are.
Yep, they're kind of like the
huge-
Yankees, you know.
Yeah,
Sure.
exactly. All right.
I like that.
Wow,
Oh,
this
wow,
is a
that looks-
gorgeous
that's a
card.
good one.
David Luiz, he was the former captain of Brazil.
Oh.
He's not on, I don't think he's on the team this year anymore, but I still think he plays for PSG.
But I think he doesn't have a lot of cards, so that could be a good
And it's
thing.
numbered at 25. It's a multicolor patch. It's an on-card auto. And if you look in the Louise, like he makes like something
drawing.
underneath it, like a drawing, like a face or something. So it's really, it's a really nice
Nice
card. This is
card.
beautiful.
That's a special card because that is one of the finer autographs that I've seen on any card that you guys have opened up since I've been here and on past shows. That is a very nice look. That is a nice autograph. That is a nice color, yellow and green with the jersey piece. That
With
is
stitching.
that is a very, very nice card. And he also plays for one of the perennial powerhouses
Yep.
of international soccer, Brazil.
And he
So
also, I think he's still on PSG.
I haven't
think
looked
he
at their
is.
roster
I
in a
don't know.
long time.
I was looking at stuff today because watching the games, but so now we have the debut signatures. Our last card that we're going to show right now. We'll go to the book in a second, or should we say? Let's save the book for the end too. Let's save all the
Whatever you
fun
want.
stuff for the end, so we
Sure.
can end on a roll. Gives us something to get. Ooh, what's on it?
Ooh, what's on it? Let's go.
So
Well,
here's
we did well last
surprise,
year with that,
surprise.
The debut signatures. These are guys, I guess they're first, they're not
Right.
rookies, they're first autograph. But the thing about this subset, and I can't tell you off the top of my head because it's so new, there are photo variations. So we don't know which one this is.
And they're kind of considered rookie or...
Yeah, it's a
first-
rookie
yep.
debut signatures. It's a shame Germany lost today.
Right.
Yeah.
If he had scored a goal that had moved them on.
That would be nice.
But, if it's a debut, he's a young guy, and that means there's a lot more
Up
for
and
him to
coming
come.
stars, yeah.
You
That's what I think they're
like,
trying to focus
if you,
on.
he could be the next Bastian Schweinsteiger, and then everyone will be very happy.
Yep.
That's
Right,
great.
We'll put this over here.
I don't know which card. I think the David Luiz is
Yeah, I think that's my favorite.
is my favorite. It's the leader in the clubhouse so far.
Well, it could be those two, but...
Well, we'll see.
Yeah.
The redemption card and the booklet, we'll have
Well,
to see.
the good thing is we know that there's an autograph on.
The redemption
the
card.
There's going to be
Redemption?
some redemption.
Oh, yeah,
yeah, because we're
definitely an
in the bottom of the pack. They're all autographs. Work your way down.
I'm hoping for a brand logo like number 2 or 1.
Well,
I'm hoping it's something really good
Yeah.
like that as well. But let's be honest. Let's not expect or be greedy because we know what happens when we're like that.
Well,
But we are
Sharon
gonna
did call it
we're
last
gonna be
week.
I
slow.
know.
We'll let you. But we had an idea, so we'll have to have some way for Sharon to predict it. So we'll.
That's what I want to see. I want to see the prediction. I
We'll
want
make
to
a
see.
prediction now. You get to make a few.
Okay. I want a Ronaldo. I'm hoping for a Ronaldo.
Okay. We'll see if that's
okay.
it.
The second favorite is Pulisic.
Yeah. You see, this one, the last one wasn't a stick. I noticed I pay attention for the book, so this one may not have a book, but it might. I didn't know that one had a book. I thought it might, but
Well, it was
because
the
of
redemption,
the
the
redemption made it
thinner,
a little
yep.
thinner. So, I mean, this is how serious we take it.
This is definitely an art form. There is a science to card collection. I'm a little rusty with this game. I'm getting my game back, and I'll be Kobe Bryant in about another week or two, and then we'll be good to go.
Another, we're doing actually well
Name-wise.
with the name-wise with the base cards. So here we have Luis Suarez, another Uruguayan player.
Nice card.
He's considered one of...
He's one of the best players in the world,
Absolutely.
number 20 of 50, one of the premier goal scorers, if the best
the best.
biter in the game of
Oh,
soccer.
okay. You're right. Okay, I
The
give you
best
that.
biter. He's been suspended more issues for biting other players. Mike Tyson must have been a role model for him in that regard. But Uruguay, a hot team.
Yep.
Very hot. This is a nice base to have. All right, moving on. Oh,
Good start.
right. I
That's-
see it already. My
That's a good start.
Favorite player? again?
favorite player, Gareth Bale.
Gareth Bale,
Unfortunately,
okay.
he's wearing a man bun in the picture, but we won't make fun of him for that. But, Wales, I think that, he's still young enough. Wow, he is 28.
Oh,
Because it
okay.
talks about he was 16 in May of 2006 when he
Okay.
made his first appearance. But at any rate, it's a nice piece of a jersey. My favorite international
Player.
player.
And you have
Gareth
two of them.
Bale.
And you have two of
Yeah,
them.
well,
Jersey.
that-
This
Jersey
one
and
is...
All right,
Not
all
even close.
right.
Uh-oh.
And
Another Gareth Bale?
No, Harry Kane, the World
Oh,
Cup
one of the
leader in
hottest
goals.
guys.
Very nice
The
card.
hottest guy in the World Cup.
Absolutely
5 goals
he
in 2
is.
games. When you're that hot for England, you're that hot.
Oh, yes.
Remember, Bend It Like Beckham had a movie, David Beckham. You know,
And is going to be Kick It Like Keane?
I don't know, but Wayne Rooney, you know, is supposed to be coming over to the MLS. When you're the best player in England, that says a lot because, I mean, the English Premier League is probably the biggest league in the world monetarily wise.
Sure.
Is he still young? Is he like?
Yeah, Harry Kane's young. He's like their new guy.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, after
He's,
Wayne Rooney.
he's the new one, right?
He's the new
Okay.
He's
one.
the next one to come in.
Unfortunately, it's only a piece of a jersey, but again, it's a great name. Well, I don't know where you want to put this.
We can put that in the front. I can put it. You want me to
Yeah,
put it
we'll
over
put
here?
it over here. It's
I
Got
fine.
don't
it.
have that style
It's a
yet.
very. I'll tell you what. That's a nice team you're putting together. That's a very nice
All
team
right,
of soccer
moving, we're
stars.
getting a lot of duplicate players. Here is David Luiz
Okay.
again.
Not as nice as the other card.
No, very
Not
few
even
will
close.
be. This is called the Treasured Thread. It's a piece of his jersey, the blue Brazilian jerseys, and the back just says how the player one material is guaranteed by Panini.
Oh.
Number to 99. So we're gonna put that right with the Harry Kane. Actually, we'll put it over here.
That style. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Moving on. Another.
Not a wow. We didn't get a
but,
wow yet.
Guardado, this is a beautiful card. Andres Guardado from Mexico, number 8 of 10. It's not a. It's,
Oh wow, but
it's only a 1-color piece, but it's numbered to 10.
Wow.
And Mexico moving on today, as we talk about in that dramatic fashion, you know, it's a beautiful card because of the number.
Now, will the value of these cards improve as teams in the World Cup advance, or if somebody has a big World Cup?
Like
So-
a Harry Kane.
Yep.
Yes.
Scores.
You just
they
smirked-
love scores.
He just
basically.
smirked at me, so something really cool must have just popped up. But so, all right.
You've
so
never seen one of these before, that's why.
So if Kane wins the Golden Boot for most goals scored, he will be
Definitely.
very in demand and very hot.
Oh,
so
yes.
is this the equivalent of, let's just say, when Jose Canseco went 40-40 for the first time ever?
Yes.
Yes.
And then his cards went up. So it's the equivalent of
It's a
that.
great example for,
Yep.
but it didn't sustain for other reasons.
Of
But
course.
perfect example.
Okay.
Perfect example.
And it's better because baseball is localized in U.S. only. This
Got it.
you're
This
talking
is a
about
global
a world
product.
global
Oh,
sport. So
great.
And it's not just people in. There's not just people in Britain that are interested in, or the U.S. Because the
well,
U.S.
the
is,
team, the
Yeah.
who plays for.
Right.
Because there'll be fans of the team he plays
Yeah.
for. Where I don't even know. I forget off the top of my head which club he plays for. But wherever he plays, those fans and those are global, and it's a
Yeah.
unique thing.
All right. What have I not seen? Show me.
So here, this is a printing plate for John Stones,
Yeah,
and
the
it's
John
actually the printing plate for the
nice.
colossal card that we have right here. It's too hard to see,
One
but
of
this is the
one.
one of one. It's a magenta printing plate, so it's the actual plate for the card we have right here, which is kind of cool. I don't know what you know about printing plates. It's 4-color printing. It's CMYK, cyan, yellow, magenta, and black. Y is
Well, it forms those colors.
YK is
basically.
black, but at any rate. No, I'm just saying.
Yeah,
Like,
I got you.
so this is nice. It's 1 of 1. It's the only one. It's the only magenta printing plate for that card that exists. There'll be 4 printing plates.
And now,
total.
what does something like a printing plate fetch if you were to put it online or
This
eBay
is like
or what
around
have
40,
you?
40 bucks, 30, 40 bucks.
That's not bad. That's
I
a pretty
mean-
good price.
Yeah, but if it's a better player, you know.
Absolutely. Oh, got it. Of course, the player obviously means
Yeah,
the most
of course,
important is the most important thing. So even though it's 1 of 1, if it was 1 of
Yes.
1, Neymar, Ronaldo,
Oh, yes.
you know, Luis Suarez, James Rodriguez, it
Exactly.
would blow up. Okay.
So the next card, I don't know much about the guy. It's Virgil van Dijk. He's a Dutch player.
What position is it?
Southampton. He was a defender for Southampton, but this is his rookie card, like we said. The
So
Dutch,
it's a young up and coming
yeah,
guy.
big up and coming guy. The Dutch didn't make the World Cup, but that doesn't mean, you know, in 2 years in the Euros, if they do well,
Absolutely.
anything can change.
That's a good thing too. Those are all movables, but all these young guys are good keeps for years to come. So
Another guy that we had before is a duplicate, again, one of your Italian legends, Riccardo Montolivio. He started on the team in 2007. But what's nice about this, it's a patch auto. You see there's a different
Nice.
patch, and it's numbered to 25. And I don't know if he put a number at the end. I don't know what that is. It looks like he put an 18.
Might be his jersey number.
No, I think it's 18, right? Looking
Yeah,
at
it's
it.
his jersey number.
Or unless it's the year that he signed it.
No, I think it's because his jersey is 18.
Then that's probably what it is.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Which always is a better autograph than just
Sure.
Yep.
Because some cards he'll just have his name. Sometimes he'll have more stuff, so that's
Right.
always nice. And like we said, being numbered to 25 makes it even better. Right. Moving on, we have. Ooh, we're gonna save this. There's 3 autographs on that.
Uh-oh. Triple
all right.
threat. Triple
And then
threat.
we have another
Those are hard to
debut.
pull.
Another debut guy, which again, this is a subset I like, even though I may not know the guys. And if Nigeria had won, Kelechi Iheanacho, I think he played well. Like he's very young.
Well, that's good, though, because if he played well and he's a young guy.
He was the toast of the 2013 Under-17 World Cup.
Oh, okay.
So he's young, and Nigeria is an up-and-coming team, as we all saw.
Yes, we
They
did.
lost on a BS call yesterday when Mexico not Mexico. Who were they playing?
Oh, my God. I was watching the game, too. and I'm drawing
Argentina.
everything. I think it was Argentina, yes.
And they called there was a handball, and they didn't call the handball because he headed it, and it was in the box. It would have been a great penalty kick. All right, we'll do this triple now. What would you rather do,
Yeah.
save the triple or do the book?
I just want to know, is there a Freddie Adu card in here anywhere?
No, but all right. Oh, you're going to be
even
so happy.
Oh,
We have a triple autograph by
Italian.
3 Italians. Paolo Maldini.
Oh, my God. Are you serious? Come
Paolo
on.
Maldini, and you're not taking this
No,
home.
I won't.
Because number 11 to 35. Paolo Maldini, Antonio Conte, and Roberto Donadoni. Everyone remembers
Wow.
Donadoni.
Oh, my
Yep.
goodness.
Look at that hair
See,
in the picture.
I asked for my favorite soccer
Yep, and it's
player,
all
and he's
here.
there.
I
Can I
got
see
my
it?
favorite soccer
Can
player.
I
Hold on.
see it?
Look,
Oh, you got to
look.
put it in the
We'll put it
plastic.
first, then you
Yep.
could.
That is a
We're busting out the Ultra Pro.
that is a very, very nice card.
Yeah,
It
it
That
is.
is a nice card. And it also has my favorite soccer player of all time on it, so that's
Well, that's what makes it a nice card.
that's the best part about it.
That's
I
the
mean,
best thing about collecting cards is when you get your favorite players.
That is sweet.
Like I want into Don Mattingly.
Sure.
What do you think that will go for?
I have no idea.
I
Okay,
can't
let me
believe
just
it.
tell you. His favorite player by himself sells for like around 200 to 300. So that card should fetch around 500.
Even with the low number, 35.
I think even more, but we'll start with that. You
And
know?
the, and the good thing about that too is Italian soccer fans. I mean, when
And
you
they're
talk
hot,
when you
yeah.
talk about the 5 big, the 5 biggest countries, you're talking Brazil, England, France, Germany, and Italy. And the thing about and the Italians are very passionate.
Yep.
No pun, no case of fruit right here. All right. so
Okay,
moving
last
on.
box.
Last box. We'll still have
Last
some fun stuff
box.
to look at.
I think-
See, we should have saved that for the end. That
We-
would've been
we
great.
should have, but-
that was the florial of this show.
But you know what,
We got
though?
our florial, which we're very,
that was-
very happy with.
That was that's the flurry before the fourth quarter, you know.
I
So
think I'm still rooting for it.
I'm
so.
ready for more, but I'm saying if we had done
Sure.
that last, we would have ended on a good note.
oh yeah,
There's no downhill
That's
today.
true.
I agree.
We've been deflated on this show before.
But you know what? I have to look at it this way. From a positive note, we are 2 for 2 because I said I wanted Apollo Maldini. He shows up. She said who she wanted
That's
last
on
week,
Florio.
and he showed up.
and yeah.
What are you gonna say?
You're
I
waiting-
don't say. I'm,
Oh, okay. He doesn't.
Because
Okay.
he's a jinx. That's
Yeah.
the problem. He's the jinx. What he says backfires.
Let me tell you, I'm feeling
not
lucky
the-
today.
Oh boy, here we go. Here
Madden
we go.
caught a fish at the beach.
You what?
Madden caught a fish at the beach.
Oh, okay.
South Korea beat Germany.
Oh.
Switzerland moved on. Switzerland, for some reason, I think is going to win it all. Don't ask me why.
Wow.
I always make these weird predictions on teams that are close. Like that's how I started rooting for the Dutch. Feeling lucky today.
Okay.
Hey,
It's all about that fish.
But you still don't want to say. Take a guess on.
watch a Don Mattingly card show up in there. He'd be absolutely crazy.
I don't want to say a name yet. I
Okay,
honestly,
okay.
I'll make a call afterwards.
He's
Okay,
gonna,
okay.
Pele. He's going to say Pele.
Oh.
I'm not going to waste Paley as a call. All right.
Uh-oh.
I guess I don't know if okay.
Oh.
The bottom card.
My
I saw-
goodness.
Oh my
Oh
God.
my God! If
Oh
it's that,
my God.
we have to do it now.
Do it now.
Pele with Neymar Jr.
You called it.
Oh my God. Hold on.
We gotta do this.
Oh yeah. Oh
Wow. Oh, my goodness.
See? Oh,
Did
you're 2 for 2 today.
I just called that. Did I just say Pele?
We have to see it because we all
Do-
saw
I mean-
it. So it's like.
I mean,
And it's number 1 of 20. Oh, number 11 of 20. But still.
Oh, but still. Oh,
that's
man.
You know,
that
it's
is
funny.
amazing.
Oh,
I'm
that
like
is- okay.
unbelievable.
Neymar's arguably the greatest player in the world right now.
I'm ready to go home right now. I'm ready to go home.
That's a beautiful
Yep.
card.
Okay, let me just like a nice info about this card. So Neymar changed his number this year to 10, but his old jersey number is 11, and this card is number 11 of 20. So there are still a lot of collectors that will love this card, like pay a premium than what this card will
Yeah,
go
well, you
for.
have to earn the 10. I don't know what you know about the number 10
Yeah, I
jersey
know.
in soccer.
10 is, in soccer is
10
like,
is like 10 is like the 23 in basketball.
Well, he has earned it.
Yeah, you have to earn it. You don't
How-
just take
Yeah.
it.
How does that
Louis
happen?
Lou.
How
Yep.
does that happen?
Doesn't even matter what's in there, to be honest
Right,
with you.
Yeah, well,
hold on, wait.
doesn't even
let's,
matter
Let's
today.
do it. Let's do it again. Hold on. Okay, David Beckham. We want a David Beckham
I
card
don't even
in
know if
there.
David Beckham-
I don't
No,
even know if he's
David
in. No,
Beckham
he's
might
probably
not
not
be
even
there.
in there. But
No,
you know,
I still want a Ronaldo, so.
can I
No,
see
but-
that? I just want to look at that, please.
Yeah.
Wow.
So like I said, I was feeling lucky because Madden caught a fish.
Woo!
Madden caught a fish. All right, moving forward.
Okay.
We have a base Alex Iwobi of Nigeria, but it's numbered at 24 to 25. So again, with the base cards, the lower the number, it makes them more valuable when it's the lesser
I'm still
known
looking at the
players.
Pele.
I know,
I'm
right?
sorry.
We
I'm
all
just
like
looking
stuff.
I mean, of all the
okay.
names to say,
But
and
still
there
two more
he
good
is.
cards
And
possibly there.
I'm glad I saw it because if I'd put it down funny, it could have been
I
on the bottom.
know.
That's what I don't like about this product. I don't like the way they package it.
Well,
Okay.
Well, if we ever
you got a
Panini on
Pele
the
and a
show-
Neymar autographed card. I don't care how they packaged it. You got it.
What do you think that is?
It's got to be at least minimum 1,500, maximum like 2,000.
Could be, even with
Well,
the
it
low
could
number?
more.
Yeah, could
That's
be more.
what I mean. Could be
Yeah.
more.
Let's see how Brazil does in the World Cup.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Yeah.
All right. We have Adrian Silva, a nice little patch number to 99 from his jersey from Portugal. Not really that familiar with him, but that's okay. All right. Wow.
This is sort of like hitting a home run in the 7th inning and it holds up instead
Yep.
of like hitting a walk off in the bottom of the
that
9th
would have been a
inning.
walk-off.
I know
That's
it would have.
true.
It would have been a
we
walk
still
off,
have a
but
potential
Yeah,
walk-off.
yeah.
I
This could be a
know.
1 of 1 or something.
right. Okay, that's a
We
very,
still haven't
very
pulled
good
the
point. Very
Rams,
good
though.
point.
This
That's
is
a goal
really-
in stoppage time.
This is the Italian case because we have Andrea Bellotti.
Okay.
Isn't he? Is he a newer guy or an older guy? I don't remember. I'm thinking.
I think he's a newer guy.
Yeah.
I think he's a newer guy.
But that's it's a nice maroon piece of the patch. I don't know why there's maroon on Italy, but I wonder where it's from.
Let me see. That's
I'm
actually
showing
quite.
that.
Oh, show
I'm
that
showing
first.
it to Lou, not our fans out there.
Well, you know,
Number 59 to 99. All right, moving on.
I'm trying to think of where that would be from.
Right, we have Gary Cahill.
Okay.
And this patch, this jersey piece has a rip in it. It's too hard to see. But
Looks
you
like
can
it's a
see
little run.
Yeah, I see it.
rip.
Yeah.
So I like to think it's game worn and it has that. That is actually getting a game worn piece. You never really know.
Now, does that
Let's see on the back. Sometimes they remember you were bringing that up earlier. That's this year they changed a little. That some are game worn, some are
right?
event
It
worn.
doesn't say. All it talks about is him being on Chelsea.
Oh, okay.
Now,
No.
what does that
bottom?
do? What would that do to the value? Because obviously,
This is match worn.
See,
Oh.
that's what I'm saying.
This
yeah.
is match worn.
That's a very-
It says a Panini
So-
guarantees that it's match worn.
Well,
on
that's-
this
So
one.
that piece could go a little bit more than an event worn because
Got
it
it.
doesn't mean it was an
right,
event.
right.
Moving on. Here
Nice
is
patch.
another. I'm not familiar with Adrian Ramos on Colombia, but it's a beautiful patch. 3-color piece, number to 35, part of their Material Treasures subset.
Okay.
It's a beautiful patch. Again, it's hard to really get a good look at the
Yeah.
different type of stitching because it's so far away. But like if you
Oh, right
see,
there, he focused on it.
yeah, and of
good.
course I hold it on an angle. One day I'll get it right.
Okay.
Colombia plays tomorrow. If they go far, those South American soccer fans are crazy. Remember when we don't need to go back.
I keep looking at the
That's a nice
Pele
patch,
card.
too.
Sorry.
All right, here is Irving Lozano from the Mexico team. I think he's a forward. I think he still plays. It's a beautiful patch, a nice stripe from the Mexican patch.
It's a nice card. I like
Yeah.
that. I like the stripe. I like
Nice
the
patch.
green.
And it's number to 35, which we always like.
Sure.
Doesn't matter. All right, here we go.
Okay.
David Ospina, the goalie from Colombia we talked about before. Goalies always have a good following because they stick around and they're like
Yep.
often the most memorable player because it's the goalkeeper.
Different color uniform from everyone
Exactly.
else, and you're right. They do stick around longer
Yep.
because you have to be quick, but you could play until an advanced age.
Egyptian goaltender was 45.
It's amazing.
Oh, really?
Absolutely
Yeah.
amazing.
A lot
They
of controversy internal controversy with the Egyptian team. Mohamed Salah, not happy. But anyway, moving on. Here we have that same guy from before, Kyle Lafferty from Northern Ireland. I'm not familiar with him, but it's a nice autograph, number 33 out of 50 on card signature, which is always good, like we said.
Right.
We don't know much about him, but that's okay. We're not going to know about everyone. Even with baseball, we're not going to know about some of these rookies. So, all right, the last one is another Italian.
Oh boy.
Mauro Tassotti. You know him?
No. No. Yeah, he's my cousin. No, I don't know.
Well, he's an older player, I can tell. He's a defender, was part of tenacious backlines for SS Lazio, AC Milan, and the Italian team. So, you know, it's
Like
nice.
played with good
Has a good track record.
But sometimes it's number 22 to 25, and like the older players do, sometimes, if they're an older player in the set, that means they had to have done something for them to put him in the set. So they'll be fans and collectors. All right. Moving on.
Alrighty, so where are we now? Yes, you
All right,
want
we're
to
going
put
to do
that
the
one?
book first.
Okay,
Book
go with the book.
first.
All right.
Hopefully, auto.
Number 14 of 15.
Ooh, it's a low.
And I'm not even looking what it says on the outside. We're going to open it. Oh, my God! Name on Luis! Oh, my God! Oh, my God!
Wow, so you got a name, and is that his name? Is that the name plate?
Yeah, this is a nameplate and that's a patch, basically.
Yes.
That is
Wow.
absolutely insane.
Wow, this is like one of the best
Cases I've ever gotten. Oh, my
Oh,
God!
my God.
Look at that.
It's all me.
It's all the Lou. Love the
All
Lou.
me.
No, you heard that. It's all about
It's
the
all
Pellegrino.
me.
Next week, we'll have Pellegrino on the table for you.
That's right.
That's July 4th.
We'll get them
We'll
as
be
a
here.
sponsor. No,
Yes.
I know.
This is,
That is
wow. Wow.
Okay, see that? Now
That might
See?
be more than that.
I think that might be, but
we
gotta
just
do a
hit the
little
walk
research.
off. That we just hit the walk
Well,
off. And then you
no,
also
no,
have
no,
that
The
no,
one.
walk off, it's not the walk off because we're in the top of the inning and we just
Yeah,
hit a
we're
grand
already-
slam.
All right, we just went ahead on the road. How about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, because we have one card.
Now, how do you
Left.
put that? How do you save that in
We're getting
a case
we're
form?
gonna
Oh, we
to-
have cases for that
We
too.
have special
yeah.
cases, bookcases.
You didn't
We got-
bring any
we-
of those, though, right?
All right, let's see.
I have stuff.
Okay,
All right, so what we
Ronaldo
always do-
here.
All right, I don't care what it is. It could be.
No, I want
It
a
could be
Ronaldo.
Bobby Cannavale and
That's
Rose
true.
Byrne.
I know, right?
48-point soccer, national treasures, unparalleled. Card number 27. Lou has the checklist.
I do.
Pepe.
Oh,
Okay, Pepe is good. Pepe is on Portugal.
Yes.
Yep.
Pepe's a good player. Doesn't
good
he
player.
play? He's a very good player. It's a very good card. It's a base. It's fine.
That's good.
Listen, we hit the jackpot.
Yeah, we did.
This is one of
This
those
is-
cases that you write home about.
Wow. Look at this 3 hits.
Look at that.
4 hits because
Well,
we got.
yep.
This is the Brazil case. Now we've just become
Brazil
Brazil
fans.
Brazil
fans.
fans.
We're all Brazil fans
We're
now.
Brazil fans.
Brazil
Yep.
fans. That
Wow,
I
this
mean,
is,
this
a
is
haul.
unbelievable.
this is probably our best show so far.
with the best hits on our. Love the Lou. Love the Lou.
unreal.
Exciting.
This is so now I take it.
You asked
We're
what
all
we're gonna.
very happy.
You asked what we're gonna do, so we're gonna, for the book, we're gonna put the book in one of these.
Okay.
I'll show you what we.
And
how
so
we
you obviously you close
we-
the book and
Yeah.
you put it in there.
But they
Yeah.
do have like this type of thing.
We'll
that's,
buy
like,
those, but-
double.
Got it.
You could showcase
I
it.
can't believe. Wow.
That
So
I
what
mean,
I'm gonna do is just I'm gonna pad it. I'm gonna take the base cards, unfortunately,
sure.
Pat it. Yeah.
to pad it. We'll, Diego go down that on the bottom, but we'll put 2 on the
So
bottom.
this is vital into keeping your booklet
Well, 'cause-
Yeah,
cards
definitely in better conditions.
in better shape.
well,
That-
'cause, until we get into the other case, and then now I put it in here.
and so now those cards
It
that
won't
we
slide
open.
around, and I don't care if my Alex will be the base card. It's a sacrifice I'll make.
Right. So now the triple card autograph, the triple autograph card, the Pele autograph, the book autograph,
The
and
Rivaldo.
the other autograph cards, that makes it pretty much all worth it. So whatever the cost of that,
Did you
those
tell the-
cards right
you wanna
there.
Tell the price of the keys.
We paid a little over $1,900 for this case. We made our money back tenfold.
One-
but we're-
one card could
again,
be
we're
more
not,
than
we're
that,
Not,
so-
we're not necessarily in it for the money. We're in it for
No,
the
of
love,
course
but the
not.
money-
It's the love of opening up the cards and
Yep.
seeing what you get. That's
but we
a lot
are
of
going to
fun.
be doing down the road. We
Yep.
are going to be doing breaks where the audience. These aren't going to be my cards, Sharon's cards, or even FNTSY's cards, which they could be. They're going to be where we're opening them, and you're going to participate in the break.
Yep.
Where the public is like, if you go on, this breaking is a big thing in the industry. People buy teams. So like in this particular one, what you would do is they have all the teams in a hat. We would sell all the teams.
So if you have the Brazil team, you
Brazil
will
team,
be
if
taking
you're the
all those Brazil players,
yeah.
basically.
And if you had
random hits, it's
If you had the
each
US,
individual cards.
Yeah, there's all different ways to do
ways
it.
to join it, so.
First number, all different. You know, there's all different ways.
Right. So we won't be here for 4th of July week.
We'll be back in 2 weeks.
We'll be back in 2 weeks. What do we have planned? Is there anything?
I don't want to say anything yet because
Might be a surprise.
you know what it is. There's stuff that comes out,
Yeah.
but sometimes something old comes along
Sure.
that's too good to pass up.
Absolutely. All right. Well, I think today was a success.
It was a success.
We opened-
I know it was a success.
We opened up some great cards. We're going to say goodbye. We'll see you in 2 weeks from today. Everybody have a great, safe 4th of July. I'm Lou Pellegrino for Greg Bynum at Red Felt Breaks on social media. For the Black Jaded Wolf, at Black Jaded Wolf on all forms of social media. She's Sharon Cheung.
If you need any of this stuff, they'll be in Black Jaded Wolf and Red Folk Breaks. So
Reach out to Black Jaded Wolf.
Yep.
And that'll do it for us. We'll see you in 2 weeks. Have a good one, everybody.
Awesome. Who else?